And expectations are rising and decibel level. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This fella Martinez is the latest striking talent to emerge from Argentina, and the way he likes to operate from deeper positions draws comparisons with some of the very finest from his country. More of an auxiliary striker in my view, though. Wants the ball to feet, and he's better playing off the centre forward, so he's someone to watch.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. So that's got things underway. Rodriguez and Garnacho. Now it's Martinez. Garnacho. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Rodriguez, De Paul,
Acuna
for De Paul. And it's Messi. And he's heaved it away. Argentina get it back again. De Paul. That's been drilled forward. Romero spots it and intercepts. Goes forward. Valencia. Now he's off and running. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That's a throw. Messi for Rodriguez. Garnacho. And it's played forward. Martinez!
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Messi, Martinez. Now that's a fine challenge. A real chance to break. Moved on forwards. Valencia with the foul. De Paul. Garnacho. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Turns back here, probably the best option. Rodriguez for De Paul. Garnacho. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now it's Martinez. And the shot! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Gently done. Defending of the desperate variety. De Paul.
Acuna.
Martinez. Messi. And Messi! Oh, that is very close.
Messi brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Shifted upfield. Now that's well seen too.
Ecuador must have been told to look for ways to try and construct some space down the middle here.
And what is it, Jim, that they're actually achieving? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, it's come loose. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Oh, good balls. Martinez! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Martinez reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Romero sends it forward. Now it's Martinez. And it's Messi. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly.
Acuna.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Garnacho!
Oh, that little shimmy had intelligence written all over it. So switched on.
It's going to be another throw. Molina. De Paul. Your impression so far, Jim? And here's Messi. Swings it across. Climbs up big! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Plays it from a quarterback position. De Paul. Garnacho just eases him off the ball. Moved forward and quickly so. And he cuts out the supply. De Paul. For Rodriguez. Forwards and with intent. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Move forward and quickly so. Last ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Played back to the goalkeeper. Shifted upfield. Out of play for a throw. Oh, it's played into the area. Keeper's ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, can he get onto this? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Romero. Goes direct to the front line. Garnacho. Acuna. For De Paul. And it's Messi. Had a shot!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Romero. Sends it forward. Garnacho. Now it's Martinez. Good spot, he's seen the run. There's the delivery. Up to meet it! Spread out to the left. Done delicately. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Garnacho. Gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Valencia looks to get on the end of this. Rodriguez to Martinez. Romero for De Paul. And back to the goalkeeper. Well, the counter could be on here. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's on his way! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Messi! Knocks it away. Ecuador can start a counter here. Acuna. Garnacho. And Martinez! caused a worry or two. Estupinian. There's the crossfield ball. And he welcomes it in. Valencia proves just a little bit too strong. Ball is over the line. Estupinian. That's been drilled in. Well, they could break here. Martinez. Rodriguez. De Paul. Out to the left it goes. De Paul. Lovely ball in it. Messi! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's De Paul. Acuna. Flashes it across. And out it comes again. Moved on forwards. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's played forward. Estupinian. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, important interception. No way through, so back it comes. Valencia. And he's straight offside. Estupinian. Shifted upfield. Romero attempts a clearance. De Paul sends it forward. And it's Messi. Now Martinez. Romero cuts it out. Almost halfway and still no goals. Romero, De Paul, gently done. Moved on forwards. Looking for options for movement. Rodriguez. And he's forced to go back. And Garnacho. De Paul. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Estupinian. That is lovely. Hoisted in. Spread neatly. Gone behind for a goal kick. Plays it forward. Oh, that's a key interception. The most accurate pass. Goes in for the header! Danger averted for now. Knocks it out wide. And that's aimed into the middle. Garnacho. Oh, red, nice interception. Forwards and with intent. Rodriguez. Garnacho. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This fella Martinez is the...
Has a goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Romero, Molina, De Paul, Romero, played long and they could be in here. Moved forward and quickly so. Molina. For Rodriguez. Romero. For Rodriguez. Martinez. Molina. And here's Messi. Now it's Martinez. Martinez! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And that's been levered clear. Just eases him off the ball. It's a loose ball. Ecuador can start a counter here. Molina. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Valencia. Romero gets it clear. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Played out to the left flank. He's left his man. Garnacho. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Estupinian. Oh, that's neat. And here's Valencia. Valencia! Keeper pulls up a fine save.
Valencia sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
That is lovely. Cross goes in there, climbs up big. Good delivery, but no joy.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Molina. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Messi. Hops for safety. Romero for Rodriguez. Forwards and with intent. Acuna. Lovely feet. Rodriguez. Now it's Martinez. That's going to go a long way. And they've got a throw. Acuna. And he's in on goal. Now the finish! Now who's going to be first to this? And they can counter here. Spread out to the left. Nice sequence of passes, this. Ecuador do love to play with a bit of width, Jim.
Yeah, and just notice the way, when they ping it out wide, the prompt for those in central midfield to make their forward runs, and they're looking to get on the end of whatever arrives.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looks to bypass the midfield. Romero gets it away. And here's Valencia. De Paul. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the temp.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Garnacho. Garnacho! De Paul. Can he put it away? And that has been clubbed away. Gently done, and he welcomes it in. And he cuts out the supply. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi. Garnacho. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the counter is on. Shifted upfield. Clears it out of harm's way. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Garnacho. Acuna. Sends it forward. Oh, that's well spotted. Moved on forwards. And there's green grass ahead of him. And Martinez! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And it's played forward. Cleared away. The ball clears. Well, that is one way to stop him. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Ah, that's a fine interception. Garnacho. The ball going full steam ahead down the left flank. Martinez. And Garnacho. Played out to the right. Very nicely done. Danger averted for now. Rodriguez. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Garnacho. De Paul turns back here, probably the best option. Acuna, forwards and with intent. And it's gone back to the keeper. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Out to the right. And here's Valencia. And here's Valencia. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Ecuador have a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He's gone direct. Oh, it's come loose. He can get that clear. Knocks it away. good play. There's the shot! And out to safety. Some good work on the right flank here.
Cleared without complication.
Played out towards the right wing. Messi. Decent hit! Oh, that is rather wayward. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, and he's through the middle. Messi, he's shifting through the gears here. Estupinian
With a fine tackle.
Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Shifted upfield. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Molina. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. It could be Martinez! Same again, same outcome.
Argentina really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Incapuyi. Moved forward and quickly so. Martinez. He could be in here. Well, he is the type of character who rises to this sort of challenge, and he will be back for more. There's a sharp little ball here. Well, that's well seen too. De Paul. Looking for options for movement. Acuna. Oh, nice touch. Garnacho. Hits one! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cross is blocked and that's a corner. Messi with the short one. In it comes. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. Acuna gets flagged offside. Gets his pass away, not the most accurate pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Martinez. Chance to break. Looking for the runner. Valencia! No question, that's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Messi. Now it's Martinez.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
De Paul.
Acuna.
Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Great ball. Gone, Martinez! And the keeper passes the test.
Martinez really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, lovely bit of skill. Crossed into the box. And he's there to clear it. He's had it taken off him. Defender's on the back foot. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's gone for goal! Romero.
Acuna.
Garnacho. Pops for safety. That's been drilled forward. Oh, good ball, shot. Shapes to shoot! It's come back out! What a wonderful goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Argentina gain their reward with an early goal. Valencia chasing after it. Oh, that's neat. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, it's opened up for him. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Tries the cut back. Rodriguez gets it away. Back into the middle. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. De Paul to Martinez. Argentina making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, they've gained the upper hand for a number of reasons, and they have every reason to kick on now.
That's tidy. Molina's cross. Martinez is the guilty party there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. It's a sharp little ball here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. The ball is there to heave it away.
Ecuador are clearly looking to use the space out in the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the fullbacks to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
And here's Valencia.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Valencia! Well, that is rather wayward.
Ecuador just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
He is through here. That's a throw. Aimed in towards in with a header. Just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Rodriguez has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Molina. De Paul. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Valencia looks to get on the end of this. Martinez. Argentina looking to pass their way through. Martinez. Nice physical challenge. Early ball out from the back. Rodriguez. Messi, who's made his mark on this game. Forwards and with intent. That's been cut out, well played. Acuna. Garnacho. Moved on forwards. Now it's the ball. He's got the shot away!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Can he get away here? Played in deep. Only partially clear. Oh, that's nice. And can he finish it? It's bounced out! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
That's not going far. And it's Valencia. Argentina can counter promptly here. He could be in here. A real chance to break. Messi. Oh, look at the space here. To Paul! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Paul simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
That has been cleared. Now there's a fine ball. De Paul. Played out to the right. So it's going to be another corner. Gets good distance on it. Romero. Gets his pass away. And here's the chance to counter. It's a good ball played into space. Can he latch on to this? Molina. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Lobbed in behind. Rodriguez. Move forward and quickly so. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ecuador finding their passes. Knocks it out wide. Molina knocks it away. Looking for a corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Acuna. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Time and again they are repelled. Showing good feet. Acuna. Now here's the delivery. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Fiddles it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Garnacho. De Paul. Spread out to the left. Swings in across. Tries to get it clear. Played into the massive lead. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Clears it out of harm's way. Shot could be on. So what can they make of this? Muscular approach does pay off here. De Paul. For Rodriguez. De Paul. Garnacho. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Puts in a cross. Defending of the desperate variety. And the keeper beats it away. In by Messi.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Valencia is firing after that one. Romero spots it and intercepts. For De Paul. Shifted upfield. Now it's Martinez. Laid out towards the right wing. Molina has got himself a free kick.
Disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
De Paul. That has been cut short. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. De Paul. And it's Messi. And it's played forward. Oh, that's a key interception. Molina. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Martinez.
Argentina are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Molina has been caught there, it's a foul. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Garnacho. Acuna has it in a what? Towering header! Oh, she's needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Rodriguez. Acuna cuts it out. Molina sends it forward. And Garnacho. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Gently done. Valencia, now he's off and running. Valencia is offering an apologetic gesture of sorts.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Some really good ball movement. De Paul! Keeper pulls up a fine save.
De Paul is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Messi with the short one. Lovely feet. Oh, clearance is short. That is lovely. Opts to play it back. And the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Ecuador can counter promptly here. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Forwards and with intent, played out wide. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Martinez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Garnacho, he's left his man. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's tried one! He has done it!
there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And now he has two. That's the start of another 45 minutes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Molina. Martinez. Molina. To Martinez. Rodriguez. Romero. For Rodriguez. De Paul and Garnacho. Acuna goes on a run down the left wing. Garnacho. Cross goes in there. Estupinian can get it clear. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And that has been cleared. Garnacho. De Paul. Acuna. No, he's not getting his way this time. Valencia proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Fiddles it through.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Great chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Lovely control. He made it stick with an excellent touch.
Capuyu. Shifted upfield. And the defence can get it clear. Estupinian. And that's been repelled. Gets it back. In once more. Martinez is there to take. Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Molina is there to clear. For De Paul. Garnacho. Strong running down that left flank. Garnacho. He's left his man. And he's there to clear it. Nicked it back promptly. Garnacho. To Paul! And somehow it stayed out. Spread out to the left. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he's managed to get rid.
Acuna.
Incapuyi. Estupinian sends it crossfield. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, such a clever touch. Might be danger here.
Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to get it clear. Messi, a scorer already in the game. Messi looking as though he's being given special treatment here, treatment he could well do without.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Molina.
Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half.
Acuna. It's a mighty looking ball that. Oh, that's a key interception. Gently done. Here's Valencia. Can he find the finish? Keeper pulls up a fine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
There's a sharp little ball here. To Paul! Yes! And surely that settles it.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
.3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Valencia is onto it in a flash. Molina. To Messi. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's good play. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Decent hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Move forward and quickly so. And it's the goalkeepers to claim.
Acuna.
Romero.
Acuna.
Sends it forward. It's come backwards here. Garnacho. Driving forward. Real chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Garnacho, that's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Estupinian. Very nicely done. Estupinian. In again.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Acuna.
Now it's Martinez. He is through here. Well, that is one way to stop him.
That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Acuna. Now here's the delivery. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Pings it across. He's free. Chance! And yes, it's there! Well, there was to be no other outcome. So is this the start of a comeback? De Paul, Romero, for De Paul, looking to hit the front line. Played in with accuracy. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
It's pretty clear that the defence have decided that the greatest threat to them at the moment, Peter, are people trying to just run at them.
Run at them, and I suppose beyond them, Jim.
Yeah, particularly late runners into the box. That's what you don't want. They're very dangerous to any defence.
Some terrific running on the ball there. Those efforts are not going unappreciated. Great hit! He scored! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously. And now he has two. Argentina grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Moved on forwards. And that's been levered clear. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Garnacho. Looking for options for movement. That's very neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's got away, fired in, and that has been cleared.
Valencia really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Out to safety. He is through here. And it's Valencia. That's a fabulous ball. Swept in. Martinez catches it safely. And here's Valencia.
Valencia really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Argentina can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
That's tidy. There's the hit! It's there! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? But he's forced to go back. Molina. To Martinez. Garnacho. Big chance! Really well-taken goal. Now, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
starting to look like a done deal now.
Valencia looks to get on the end of this. Romero.
Valencia!
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? The ball can get it clear. And that has left him in a heap. And he has been fouled there. A finish right from the top draw. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Ecuador give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Acuna, passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he get onto this? Estupinian gets it away. Now it's Valencia. Gets his pass away. Opts for safety. Rodriguez. Romero. Argentina clearly now in lead preservation mode. Will play through for the wide man.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Acuna made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And it's played forward. Played out to the right. Good spot, he's seen the run. Spread neatly. And the keeper's in command. Moved forward and quickly so. Well, there's the clearance. De Paul. To Martinez. De Paul. Molina. Calmly anticipates. Forwards and with intent. Acuna cuts it out. Romero. To Rodriguez. Shifted upfield. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Played back in. Keeper's dealt with that. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Romero.
Is there, and he can get that clear.
They've played it short.
Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
And he's there to get it away. Moved on forwards. De Paul. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes.
It's run loose here.
And that's a throw-in. The pass is intercepted.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Can he put it away? Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Now that's well seen too.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.